Everyone has potential, no matter their abilities, and there is an organization in town that's helping to spread that message. Jennifer Reha is here with I Am Boundless so that we can learn more. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
So, okay, first of all, what is I Am Boundless? What do you all do?
So we're an organization that originally started down in Central Ohio. We've been around for about 40 years, and we provide services for people who have intellectual and developmental disability needs, behavioral health needs, and a real specialty in serving people with autism.
Okay, and you have a location in Perrysburg, so helping families here in our area.
Yes, yes. So our Perrysburg location first started about 3 years ago, but we've recently been able to expand and offer more services there. So I'm excited to talk about it.
Awesome. Yeah, what kinds of services do you all provide for families?
Well, we have our center-based program, which is a program that partners up with school districts, and children usually who have pretty significant needs related to autism come to our center, and they receive both their education services as well as their autism and behavioral health services. So we partner directly with special education departments and school counselors in order to meet the needs of students who maybe the district within the building can't quite provide everything that student needs. Maybe they have complex medical conditions or really high behavior support needs. So we just expanded and have some availability to take a few more students for this school year.
Yeah, and I imagine that for families, they want to do right by their kids and do the best for them, and to be able to have these additional services available because we have individual needs.
That's right, that's right. And so school districts always are doing everything that they can to try and meet the family's needs, meet the students' needs, but there are situations where it just doesn't work out, or they're just not able to provide everything that student needs within the building, and so that's where partnership with Boundless becomes a really great option for those students and those families.
What do the families tell you after they start working with you?
You know, there have been situations where there were students who, just because of the level of their need, maybe they had a lot of medical conditions or a lot of physical disabilities in addition to intellectual or developmental disabilities that hadn't even been able to go to a school before. And so being able to be engaged with Boundless really has made all the difference for them. And we see children learn to speak, learn to begin to read. So they absolutely are doing academic progress, but the socialization and the social skills and those advancements really are life-changing, not only for the student, but for the whole family, the siblings, the parents. It makes such a huge difference.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. And you mentioned that's your in-center services that you have, but there is a way families can get connected outside of the building.
That's right, that's right. So we do also in Perrysburg have counseling and psychiatry, both for children and adults, and there is some immediate availability there. We have some new staff, so there is that option that's outpatient. But we also have a program called Boundless at Home, and so that's focused on families who already have a intellectual or developmental disability waiver through their county board for homework or personal care or for shared living. And the Boundless at Home program is really cool. It's one of our fastest growing programs across the state because it allows the parents and guardians to actually have a lot of control and decision making. They do the interviewing and the hiring and the selecting of the caregiver for their loved one. So a lot of times that's from their own social network. So it might be a relative or a neighbor, somebody from their church, or it can be somebody else, but they get to pick. They also then get to oversee the services, and they are the person who is saying, this is the quality I expect, they're following the plan, that my child or my loved one is getting the amount of care that they're supposed to. And so it gives them a lot of authority and empowers them a lot to be much more involved in their care. But then Boundless on the back end provides all of the training, all of the billing, the payroll services, the background checks, all the things that families aren't necessarily equipped to do. So it blends together sort of the resources of having a large agency behind you, but the parent, the guardian is really in control. And so like I said, it pulls together sort of the best of both options that families have. Especially families who are struggling to have caregivers for their loved one, with them in the driver's seat and them picking, we really find that they're able to find somebody who has a personal connection, and so their staff stays longer as well. So that has really been life-changing for a lot of families, and we have families in 39 counties now who have selected to do Boundless at Home, and it really seems to be really solving a problem and filling a need in the community.
Yeah, and exactly. Seems like it's meeting those needs that weren't being met before. So there are families out there who are like, oh, I need this. I need to get connected to this. So whether it's the in-service or the home, how could people get connected with you all?
Yes, absolutely. So you see the contact information on the screen there, and you can directly contact Maggie Quinn. She is our outreach specialist, and she's available out in the community. And we wanted to make sure and give everybody a one-person name for this opportunity, so that if you get a hold of Maggie, she will make sure that families get connected to the right person, the right services, and they really have that warm handoff. We want to make this as seamless and easy for families as possible.
Beautiful. There you go. Jot that down, that information. And if this is you, you're saying, yes, this is a need, I need filled, reach out and get in touch. Thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.